Welcome back to Channel 1. My name is T, and today we're going to customize and review the Declasse Tahoma Coupe. Sorry, I said that wrong. Now this is, as far as I know, the third G-body car in the game. We got the, whatever that one is, it looks like the Buick Grand National. We had the, oh, wrong car here. We had the Malibu come out here the other day, and now today the Monte Carlo. It's free right now for the next couple days, and from what I've heard, it's a limited run vehicle, so we're only going to have them for a week or two, and then it's gone. I don't know if they're going to bring it back again or not, but... And you can get as many of them as you want. I got like 4 or 5 of them because I love my G-bodies. Hang on, I'll show you guys here. Wait, let's call mine up here real quick, the one I'm going to customize. I already purchased it, but I have not driven it. I have not done nothing with it yet.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Which one do I threw it in here, I believe.
I'll bring it by.
As you can see, it is right here. So I'll go through and show you all the options on it. This is a good friend of mine when I was younger had one of these, and he passed away in his 20s, and his was like really nice. So we're gonna kind of do a tribute to him. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this real quick. We'll open up all the doors. Looks like it's got the typical big block engine they put in all the muscle cars, and these never came with that from factory, but that's okay. And you know, it's kind of funny. I just gotta say, it's funny how they call like anything that's like V8 rear-wheel drive a muscle car nowadays. Like back in my day, like even the 90s and even early 2000s, these are not considered a muscle car. Like the muscle cars had to be something that came from factory with a lot of power, and not the smog era cars like this that had 170 horsepower from the factory. Like I think it's weird how just anything V8 rear-wheel drive is considered a muscle, and it's not just in this game. It's how it is in like real life now too. Whereas no, these were not a muscle car. But anyways, so my buddy had one of these. This would have been in like the late 90s. He got one. Absolutely mint condition, white with a gray interior. He did his all up. He ended up putting ladder bars on it. By the time he was done running the thing, it was running on alcohol. Like, the thing was just insane. It turned it into a drag car. He still drove it in the street, but it was basically a drag car. Damn, this thing looks nice. So first, I know I usually go through stuff in order, but I want to get the colors all right. I just don't know if I want the ice white or the frost white. Oh, that's a hard freaking choice. I think his was more of a frost white color, so we're gonna go with the frost white. I don't know. What is this changing? I don't see anything getting changed from this. So we'll just put it at frost white too. Trim color, please. Oh, nice. His had a gray interior, so we're gonna go with that. Oh well. That midnight silver, I think, is the one we're gonna go for. Or the rolled steel. Oh, it's a hard choice. How's it look through the windows? I think we'll go for the rolled steel. Yes. Trying to make it as much like what my buddies looked like back in the day. Okay, so now we'll go through and go from the top down. Armor we're not going to do because this isn't going to be some ripping around free mode car. It's just going to be a cruiser. We will do the brakes up all the way. Bumpers. Stock chrome. Okay, these did not have a chrome bumper. These were a plastic bumpered car. So I don't like that at all. Black. Like, what's the point of the black bumper? I do not get that. Chrome classic black class. We're just going to stick with the stock bumper. I'm going to assume the same on the back. Yes. Oh, just so you guys can see. I forgot. I'm showing you guys this crap. Yeah, it looks goofy with the chrome bumper. They did not have a chrome bumper on them. Engine we're definitely going to max out.
A whole lot more horses under there now.
Exhaust, what do we got? Stock. He had his basically had headers on it and glass packs that just bolted to it, and that was it. Like, the exhaust ended right underneath the seats. And he would take and unbolt them and put a nut in between, so there was a big gap. So the thing was loud. We're probably going to go with the big bore race exhaust. These side ones and crap all looks like that, just looks dumb. Like, really, like, that's just dumb. Yeah, we're gonna go for the big bore exhaust. Explosives, I don't care. Hood. Oh, there's where our secondary color comes in. Okay. We are gonna go for the secondary high cowl hood.
That's a beauty right there.
And then we gotta go back to respray real quick here, since basically when you see a secondary color and it doesn't do nothing, that's just for when you get body parts with the secondary color option. And he had his flat black, so we're gonna do that. Okay, anyways, where were we here? Hood. Horn lights, we're not changing. What do we got going on here? Stripes, no. No. Oh, that is what we're going to be going with, because he had the red pinstripes from factory in his, but we're just, they looked a little bit different. They were a thinner double pinstripe. But anyways, we're going to go through and see what else we got here. Wow, that is interesting. Flames. You know, I'm disappointed this isn't the Benny's car. Like, this should be a hydraulics car, but it's not, because these cars are really popular in the lowrider world, and like that right there is a lowrider type livery. That is nice. I'm not going for it. I bought like 4 of these. Well, they're free, so I can do up some different ones. But yeah, we're gonna go with that. Mirrors. I like the mirrors that are on it, but we'll just go through. This is basically how they looked from factory, but we're gonna, like, no. There may have been this on a lower end model, but they basically had what these come with were called the sport mirrors on these cars. These mirrors would not have been possible on these cars because there's no window frame around the door. So if you bolted that onto the pillar up there and opened the door, the window would have just hit the mirror. But yeah, we're gonna stick with that. It's the factory sport mirrors. Plate. Gonna leave that plate on there. What, like, we used to be able to change the plate to like the same plate number for all of our own personal vehicles, and that option is gone now. I don't understand why. This is a weird plate number. We've got a respray done roof. I'd like to get rid of that piece of chrome trim there on the top, but it doesn't look like that's going to be an option. No, it's not. Oh well. Splitters. I'm not putting nothing like this on, but we're going to check it out anyways. Suspension. I'm leaving it stock height because his wasn't lowered, but we're just going to take a look at how this looks. Again, I'm going to point this out. This irks me on these muscle cars. Like, on a straight axle rear wheel drive car, you can't get camber on the rear wheels like that. That just, it's not a possibility, and I wish they wouldn't do that on these cars because it looks just goofy. If you have an independent rear suspension, yeah, but on a solid axle like that, just, it's not a thing. But anyways, we're not going with that anyways. Transmission all the way up.
You're gonna want to watch the clutch.
Turbo, I'm gonna stick the turbo on it for the sake of this, but I'm not gonna put turbo on this car because the actual car this is based on didn't have turbo. And I like to point out too, this is the Monte Carlo with the G body. They went from 78 to around, I don't know, 87, 88. This particular body style went from 78 to I think 81. Then they streamlined it a little bit, but with the double headlights on the front went from 80 to 81. So this is based off of 1980 or 81 Monte Carlo, just so you guys know. Wheels, we are gonna go with, it's either gonna be these. They don't have the exact, it was like he had the Craigar 5 spokes on, which are similar to this. Oh, or this. No, it was more. Yeah, we're gonna go with these ones right here. I wish you could do different wheels front and back, because he had these type of wheels in the front, and then he just had black steelies on the back. There's a few cars I wish you could do that on, but you can't. Wheel color, tires, tire design, we're gonna go with that, because he had the white letter tires. That was really popular in the 90s and 80s. Windows, we're not going to put any tint on, but we'll just show you guys how it looks. I'm surprised there's no roll cage option. I'm kind of upset about that. So that is it for this build. We'll take her out for a test spin. I want to see one more. I didn't go through the hood options very good, did I? Like we had the stock, secondary high cowl, secondary high cowl. And we got the blower hanging out of the hood. Weird, the carburetors move. Okay, anyways. Big goofy scoop on there. I like these ones have the butterflies actually open with the throttle. That's cool. Okay, that's it for options. And we're going to take it outside, take it for a test spin. I want to look at something under the hood quickly too. Get out of here, like friggin' stupid phone. Because on the Malibu, what the hell's going on here? On the Malibu, when you opened up the hood, if you had the cowl induction, it actually had the cowl induction airbox, which this one does not have, unfortunately. They didn't get that detailed. Because in real life, if you had a cowl induction hood, you had an airbox to seal it up, so none of the hot engine air... Fuck, get out of here with your gay frickin' car. Yeah, so that way none of the hot air from the engine would get in. That was the point of the cowl induction hood, to suck in cold air. But they didn't put that in here, which is upsetting. So let's go for a quick rip here. Go away with your stupid car. Oh yeah, I'm gonna crash right off the friggin' start. A little bit foggy out here. Like again, this is the same interior as what the Malibu one has, whatever that other car that came out. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. This guy's like trying to race me or something. I don't know what he's doing. Like there's so much crap going on, I just want to go for a quick little nice test drive. All these clowns need to leave me alone. I gotta go back and fix this thing. Like, I should have done this in a frickin' invite only. Considering I got it up at like stock ride height, it handles pretty decent actually. Yeah, I'm impressed with the handling on this thing. I'm just gonna pull her in and fix it real quick. Wait, let's see what kind of wheelie it does. Oh, I'm actually not too impressed. We'll just try full out with... Yeah, no, that's not very good. We'll feather this out and see how it goes. Not too bad, but the Malibu one, whatever the other G body that came out the other day, muscle car, it's definitely better than this one. I'm gonna do a quick repair on this. And I'm gonna pull the turbo off of it. Like I say, I bought like 4 of them so I can do another one up with turbo, because this is based off of like an actual car that did not have turbo on it either. So we're gonna repair this. I'm just gonna make sure there's no other options I missed here.
Should be running better than ever.
Bumpers, engine, exhaust, explosives, hood, horn, lights, livery. No, you know what? I'm gonna leave the turbo on just so the car's as fast as possible, because the car this is based on was, like, it was ridiculous. Had a really well built small block Chevy running on frickin' alcohol. It was fast, so for the sake of speed, we're gonna keep the turbo option on here. It is a nice looking car though, I like it. The transmission. I'm sorry, I gotta double check everything here. I really want to take this turbo off. I think no, I'm gonna leave it on, just as a tribute to my buddy, because it was an insanely fast car. We're gonna leave the turbo on. Yeah, that is it. That is the Declasse Tahoma Coupe. I'm gonna do another build on one because I got an idea for another one. I'm really, you know, I know it's not a Benny's car, but it should be, and I'm gonna go drive up to Benny's and just see if I can pull this thing in there. I'm so disappointed that it's not a Benny's car. You know, another thing I wish they would do in this game is get rid of the stupid flames coming out of the exhaust. Like, I get it, some cars you do it, but you don't just put exhaust on a car and get flames. Like, that's something you gotta do, like, tuning and calibration of your, like, electronics and shit they got going on. Like, a carbureted car is not gonna have this. She does handle pretty, like, again, I got her up pretty high, stock ride height, and it still handles really good. Like, maybe it's a Benny's car and I just didn't realize it. No, why did they not make this a Benny's car? Like, this is one of the most iconic friggin' lowrider cars of the last 20-30 years. Like, other than obviously your 60s cars, but like, yeah, like, G-bodies are so, like, used so much in the lowrider world. I don't know why they didn't put the Benny's option on these things. Maybe they will in the future. Yeah, well, that's it. I'm just gonna cruise around in this thing a little bit here before I end this, because it's a fun little car. I'm disappointed in the wheelie performance too, though. I don't know where which garage I'm gonna stick this car in, but this will probably go in my muscle car garage. It's cool how much this looks like my buddy's old car did. And this was like 20 years ago since I've seen that actual car. It still exists. It's a drag car now. Whoever in his family has it, they just use it for drag racing, but this just looks really cool. This and the Malibu one that came out, I forget what that thing is called now. The Tulip M100 or whatever, that one, yeah. They're both like a 1980-ish G-body car. They're both, in real life, they're like the same frame, engine, transmission, rear end. You just could literally unbolt the bodies and swap them. Yeah, the Tulip M100, which is the Malibu, had way more options on it. I'm kind of disappointed in the options on this thing. Like, I guess for a free car. And again, for you people watching this, this is free for the next couple days here. And apparently they're taking it off the for sale site altogether in like a couple weeks. So like, you gotta grab this while you can. I'm probably going to do one more build on here because I got an idea for another one I don't want to give away. But yeah, I will be doing another build on this car. But yeah, well, this is it. Thanks for watching and have a good day.